Hello everybody, good afternoon and welcome to That's Football for the first of three big watch-alongs as we are a little bit late for Portugal against Morocco. I will update you with why I've had a few problems. You may know them from last night. Working hard to fix them, obviously ahead of Manchester United's game against Betis and also the massive game England-France. So sacrificed a bit of time to work through a few issues, and we may have a few issues in this, but I'm hoping by the time we play England-France we will be all sorted out. So hope everybody's doing well. Last night was epic, Kian, and hopefully we're going to get some epic games today. We're sponsored by Sneak and I'm going to bloody need it. The last 20 minutes have been stressful and we've got 3 watch-alongs to do. Make sure you get yourself some Sneak. Scan the QR code, use the code SNEAKBRIDGE. Sugar-free energy drinks delivered to your door. You can get starter packs where you're getting one of these and 9 different flavours to try. I'm on the blue raspberry today and I've had about half a pint of it already, so I better slow down a bit. But yeah, I hope we're all doing well. Few internet issues. Hopefully they're going to be okay. I think it's weather-related here. But we should be all right. We should be all right. I've got a backup plan now, which I didn't have. So that was why I didn't go live, because basically I didn't have a backup plan. And I've now got a backup plan. So if it goes wrong now, it goes wrong now. Such is life. Such is life. Anyway, how are we all doing? Hope we're all doing very well. We're good to go here. Portugal against Morocco, of course. No Cristiano Ronaldo, that's not a surprise. Do you think Morocco's best chance is penalties, says Varun? Yes, I do. I think this game needs an early goal. Without a shadow of a doubt, it needs an early goal. I don't know whether we'll get that early goal, but we do need it. I'll go through the team news in a minute, but let me just tweet out as well. Thanks everyone who's watching. Make sure you share the video. That'll be really appreciated. Bit of a late start on this one, but we're up and running and we've got a timer going, so everything's all right. Morocco are very underrated, says Medu. Let's go through the team news then. Morocco lining up with their team as follows. Bono, Hakimi, Al Yamek, Says, Ala, Unani, Amrabat, Amala, Ziyech, and Nesri and Buffel. And then Portugal, Diego Costa, Dalot, Pepe, Diaz, Guerrero, Bernardo Silva, Neves, Otavio, Bruno Fernandes, Ramos and Felix. And obviously Cristiano Ronaldo is on that bench for the Portugal, who are favourites. Ramos to win the World Cup and lead Arsenal to the league title. That's my prediction, says Zane. Well, you better have £100 million spare to buy him. But, you know, he looked very good in the last game. Yeah, I think this game a little bit like Netherlands Argentina last night. It's got extra time and penalties written all over it, but that doesn't necessarily mean it will happen. I mean, we nearly didn't get penalties with Argentina and Netherlands. It was a last minute equaliser, of course, from Wout Weghorst. A lot of people getting a bit uptight about the shithousery, I suppose you would call it, in that game. I really didn't have a problem with it. I think if you watch the footage back properly, there was a lot of shithousery from the Dutch as well. Certainly when Enzo Fernandez was walking up to take a penalty, he was followed by a Dutch player, and when Lautaro Martinez went to take his penalty, he was followed by Dutch players as well. So look, there was a lot going on in that game, and I think you've got to be quite fair about that and say that it wasn't just that. I am doing both games. I mean, I'm obviously doing the England game. I've got change of clothes as well. I'm doing the Man United Betis game at 5 o'clock. Haven't quite figured out what I'll do if this goes to extra time, because Man United Betis I really do want to do. So I don't know whether I'd just go over to United Stand and keep this on for extra time, or stay here. I'll have to make a decision on that. But I can't see a situation, to be honest with you, where this game is 0-0 for 90 minutes again. I mean, we've already got Croatia doing that. We don't want another, I want Morocco to attack a little bit, Of course, Morocco playing in red. You might get confused there. Morocco in red, very Portuguese colours. Not the same kit, but the red and the green shorts. Might just tune in. My daughter walked past and said, "Oh, I like that Portuguese kit." I said, "It's Moroccan." Portugal are playing in the white kit, so you might not need to know that. You'll go to his bench, says Nitish, and rightly so. I mean, look, it would be a disgrace to drop Ramos for Ronaldo after the Switzerland game. I think even Ronaldo knows that. So yeah. Somebody just said, the confusing thing is, I think Ziyech wears the number 7 for Portugal. So somebody said, that's why I need to watch it in HD. Someone thought the number 7 in red was Ronaldo, which if you're not watching in HD, I can see what you mean. But I am watching in HD and it clearly isn't. This will be a penalty shootout, says that racing guy. We've got your team going around there. Sponsored by OneFootball. Scan the QR code in the top right-hand corner. Download it for free. OneFootball for all your latest breaking football news, transfer news and everything like that. Nino says, is it wrong to be okay with having immoral owners and then go after players like Greenwood? It is not the same thing to have immoral owners as players, says Nino. I don't know what you mean. Don't really know what you mean. Mason Greenwood came through the youth setup. Why are the crowd hissing so much? Oh, mate, if you heard the game against Switzerland, it's like the Ronaldo show. They just absolutely adore Ronaldo, these crowds in Qatar. It's probably the same with Messi as well. But I was listening to the game driving back from Manchester against Switzerland, and the crowd, every time Ronaldo warmed up or they thought he was going to come on, it was just like the WWE. It's not a football crowd. It's a personality crowd at times. But each to their own. Each to their own. I'd love to see Ronaldo come on and make a difference. But at the moment, Morocco have started off this game quite well. And I keep getting confused that Portugal are playing in red. I really do. But I think Morocco have started this game off a little bit better. Portugal are playing in white, says Keenan. Yes, they are. So 3 watch-alongs today I'm doing. Got to pace myself. I've got my Sneak energy drink sponsoring the stream. Links in the video description. 3 watch-alongs. The biggest is the last one. So, hopefully that'll pump it up a little bit. But Portugal, Morocco, Manchester United, Betis, and then England, France. I'm going to be through until after 9 o'clock. 6 hours of streaming. Get ready for it. I'm going to have a beer a little bit later, Flo, but I've got it. You're aptly named, actually. If I start drinking too soon, I will be leaving you on your own a lot because I'll have to keep going to the toilet, which we don't mind. We've got an active stats carousel and all that, and we've got an active community that can chat to themselves. I'm happy to start drinking early, but I will have to leave you a few times to go to the toilet. And I do try and not drink too much, but I am on the sneak as well. So I'll have to have little toilet breaks in between streams. This is going to penalties, says Linus. And Delot needs respect. He deserves. It's fantastic that the fact that Delot's got into this team over Cancelo is fantastic. Manchester is blue, says any leak to England teams. Yeah, it's basically been confirmed by South. I nearly said who it was then. It's been confirmed by the leak, who is very close to Southgate, that it's the same team that played against Senegal, and that got confirmed last night. So, Dylan says, what you drinking? Well, I'm drinking Sneak at the moment. Get the energy up. People spend a lot of time talking about Ronaldo as well, and for me, I really do like Rafael Leao. I mean, I think if this was England, we would be, and I don't know whether it's going on in Portugal, but if this was England, I think a lot of people would be going on about Leao starting more than Ronaldo, because I think Leao gives that Portuguese side some absolute blistering pace on the wing, which they just don't have. They don't have blistering pace. João Felix plays off one side. I think Bruno plays off the other. It's very possession-based, isn't it? Now, Nea says that Morocco are the dark horse. They've already won that. Croatia can't be the dark horse because they went to the World Cup final last time. You get to the quarterfinals as a team like Morocco, and even if you go out, you are the dark horse. But they're playing well here at the moment. They're actually playing quite progressive compared to the way they played against Spain. I think against Spain, Ziyech shoots from distance wide. Phoenix here is a mod. Thank you very much. Also got a super chat from Johnny who says, how come Delot is playing for Portugal, even though we all know he's British? Also, I hope Felix signs for United, says Johnny. Yep, if you know, you know. Ziyech just had a shot there. Morocco are playing with no fear at the moment, Dougie. I'm just glad that Morocco are playing a little bit more progressive. I thought against Spain it was boring. But if you try and play possession football against Spain, it doesn't matter who you are. They will take the ball off you. So hopefully that was just a game plan, and they're actually going to play more on the front foot here. But Portugal are a funny team, aren't they? They can play really pragmatic. And then sometimes, like they did against Switzerland, they can play really, offensive. So, do you reckon Morocco will reach the final? Says Turquoise. I don't, but it's not impossible. Already in the first 20 minutes here, you can see that they're capable of giving Portugal a game. And then, if it's England or France, they can probably give them a game as well. I don't think they'll get to the final. I don't think they'll get to the semi-final, but you never know. I don't think Portugal have started this game off particularly well. How old's Pepe? Really? Seriously, I think he's 39, but feels like he's about 52. Talking about age, oh my God. I was watching this show last night. I don't know whether I like it or not. So it's called, I can't remember the name of it now. Somebody in the chat will know. It's got Sylvester Stallone in it. It's not El Toro, is it? What's it called? It's on Paramount Plus with Sylvester Stallone in it. He's a bit of a mafia boss. T. It's got T in it. I should know this. I don't know why I can't remember it. I only watched it last night. Tulsa King, that's it. Would you man mark Mbappe with Trippier or put Walker's pace against him, says Siri? I wouldn't man mark him at all. I'd just play Kyle Walker and let us play the game of football. Daniel White, thank you very much, Daniel, for this. He says, rest in peace, Grant Wall. So sad. He was such an important figure to help growing the game here in the States. Soccer fans are devastated over here. Puts a total dampener on the World Cup. Yeah, I mean, look. I mean, I know who he is. I can't say that I've had any real contact with him, and there's so many good journalists out there. It's impossible. But I know a lot of people that I respect who really, really, loved the guy and said he was a brilliant, fantastic journalist. And it's very, very sad. Sadly collapsed after the Argentina-Netherlands game. I mean, if you check his Twitter, he was actually tweeting about the game. So don't know what's happened there. Sounds like it might have been a heart attack or something like that. I mean, he was out there, fair play to the guy. What I will say is I don't really know him, and rest in peace and thoughts with him and his family and everyone who's devastated by this, of course. But fair play to the guy. He was he was over in Qatar with his beliefs, writing articles about, the bad things that have surrounded this World Cup in relation to the amount of people who've died building stadia and everything like that. So, yeah, rest in peace and respect. Connor says, now we are in the latter stages. Has there been more interesting revelation this World Cup than Matty Cash being Polish, says Connor. And hi, Mark. Can't wait for the Ivory Coast game. Thoughts on the England game, says Ayanda. I'm quietly very confident about the England game. I have been ever since last week. Ever since Senegal last week, I've been confident. I'm worried that all 4 quarterfinals will go to penalties. That'd be really bad, not good at all for the tournament, says Nathan. And is this Portuguese side with Figo, Rui Costa and João Pinto the best you've ever seen, says Kenneth? Well, they ripped us apart in a game before. It might have been Euro 2000. Yeah, it must have been Euro 2000. They absolutely devastated us, that team. Jack says, play golf. I'd love to see you on Tube's channel. I've been asked to go, but I couldn't hit a ball if I tried. I'm crap at golf. Absolutely crap. I don't think Maguire will be anywhere near Mbappe. He'll be on Dembele's side, won't he? Anyway, I must finish my story. Talking about age, and someone was saying Pepe's 39, he's nearly 40. You've got Tom Brady still playing high-level American football at 45, I think, now. Well, I'm watching Tulsa King last night with Sylvester Stallone in it. And anyway, he goes to bed with a woman that he meets in a bar. And afterwards she says, oh, how old are you? And he says 76. And I'm like, bloody hell, 76. 76, Sylvester Stallone. Looks about 55. Mark, has Southgate won you over yet? He seems to be bossing it for England in major tournaments. Tonight's the night, Skin. Tonight's the night. I'm not going to... I feel the minute I give Southgate any respect, it'll all come crashing down, and then I'll be regretting it. So if we get knocked out tonight, he's a prat. If he gets us through today, then, hope starts to build, doesn't it? As I said, if England win tonight, the hysteria in this country will be unbearable. and I'll be right at the top of the tree. But it will. We'll have won the World Cup tonight. We always do this. It happened in Euro '96. It happened in Italia '90. It happened in 2002. We're winning the World Cup if we beat France tonight. And there's nothing. People can be as realistic as they want, but you've got to read the room. If we win tonight, we're winning the World Cup. 100%, and that's how the nation will be. It'll be World Cup frenzy, and there's nothing you can do about it. So, as long as people just don't sing "Sweet Caroline" or "Three Lions," I'm happy. I can't stand those songs. Can't stand them. Goal of the tournament, says Chiri. I think it's difficult to say without you giving me some. We've had, you know what? I've brain dumped, to be honest. I've watched all the games, as you know, and I'm struggling now to think of goals of the tournament. What was that goal? I liked the Iran goal against Wales, but there was a goal like that in the last round. I can't remember what it was. No, Richarlison's not the goal for me. That's not the goal for me. Mexico's goal was good, Roman. Yeah, that's the one I'm thinking about. Mexico's goal was good. He absolutely leathered it. Yeah. Richarlison's bicycle kick was good, but I think the Mexico goal for me. Yeah. A lot of people going with Richarlison. That's one player I don't feel sympathetic towards. I'm sorry, Spurs fans, but yeah, I felt really bad for Brazil and Casemiro, and then I saw Richarlison crying and I felt better. Does that make me bad? Does that make me bad? He is a shithouse, If he played for United, I'd love him, but he is a bit of a shithouse. Half a chance for Morocco there. Cross came into the box, headed over. The Richarlison team goal against South Korea was good. Veghorst free kick in the 110th minute, says Niz. Thank you very much for that. Chavez versus Argentina for sure, says Mies. Can I just say, we might have some internet problems this afternoon. We had some last night. If they do, just refresh. It tends to come back in about 20 seconds as it drops down onto the backup. So that was why I was a little bit late, and it probably will do it at some point on streams today. So there we go. Someone says the whistling is annoying. It's not coming from me. Just before, can I just say, Sneak Energy sponsoring our stream. You might know it from my Twitch streams. Sneak Energy drinks, sugar-free, low-calorie, loads of lovely flavours delivered to your door. Scan the QR code with your phone or go through the link in the description. Please use the code SNEAKBRIDGE because it really helps the channel. You can get a starter pack where you get a container and 9 different sachets to try, or you can go straight for your 40 servings tubs that come like that. 1 scoop in there, water, shake it all about. You've got a fantastic energy drink. I'm on the blue raspberry today, but they've got cherry bomb, purple storm, very familiar flavour, purple storm, but I'll leave it to your imagination. Electric mango, Tropicilla. They've got loads and loads of lovely flavours. One of my favourites is actually Origins, which is rhubarb and custard, and they do fizzy drinks as well. So yeah, they do purple storm, blue raspberry, Tropicilla in fizzy drinks. Tropicilla fizzy drink is lovely. Reminds me of orange and pineapple fizzy drink that I used to drink when I used to go to school from a certain brand. Check them out, Sneak. Sugar-free, low calorie, and I'm on it today because I've got 3 watch-alongs to do, so I definitely need my Sneak today. Big shout out to them. To be fair, the Netherlands goal is the best team goal of the tournament if you factor in importance, as Kevin. Oh yes, Kevin. It was huge pressure. There's no doubt about that. You can't deny that. Huge pressure. You can't. The Thunderdome. We're back next week, Gert. The Thunderdome's back next week. We did some transfer activity on Thursday as well, so we're good to go next week. Can't wait for that. Do doodaloo do do doodaloo do doodaloo do 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 do. United's lineup's already out. I'm just going to get it now. If anyone's going to be watching the United watch along with me, which will be a little bit later. Let's have a quick look. Manchester United. So we're lining up with De Gea, Wan-Bissaka, Williams, Lindelof, and Mengi again. Van der Beek, McTominay, and Iqbal, and Garnacho, Elanga, and Martial. So the same lineup as last time, basically. United are kicking off at 5, which presents me with a bit of a problem, because if this goes to extra time, Man United are kicking off 5. Extra time will go over the Man United start, and I'm fine for Man United to England, because England, Man United won't play extra time, and England kick off at 7. But yeah, busy day for me, because I do, I'm a United fan, so I do United stand, you see, as well. I've not been impressed with Portugal so far. What are your thoughts on the actual game? I want to have a look at the stats when they go round, actually. Sancho's not travelled to Spain. He's doing his own training at the moment. Lucy. That racing guy again. This is 100% going to penalties. I don't disagree with you, mate. I do not disagree with you. Whatever happens, I'll keep it on. And if you want to watch me watching this and United, you can do. I may stay on this channel, or I might go to United stand. We will see. But Portugal have been really disappointing so far. I'm confident about England. I'm ignoring everybody saying it's not coming home. In fact, I'm ignoring everybody saying it's coming home, because I hate that saying. I'm desperate for England to win, but ooh, deflected shot there from João Felix, and the keeper was gone, and it just went over the bar. It was nearly a goal. Drops to João Felix here, hits it with the outside of his foot, and it deflects. I think it deflects off. No, it does deflects off the bottom of a Moroccan, and goes for a corner. But it could have been a very lucky goal. We need a goal. I said this last night, half an hour in, this game is going like everybody thought it would do, very, very tight. But look at the stats here. Look at the stats. 70% possession. Oh, fuck off, it's gone. Cross comes in. Ref's giving a foul or something here anyway. Let me just go back to the stats for a moment. As you can see, 70% possession for Portugal, but Morocco have actually had 3 shots to 2. Again, it's a rear guard counter-attacking action from Morocco. And a game like this, as bad as it sounds, a game like this does need a bit of a lucky deflection just to open the game up. I mean, the Netherlands-Argentina game was crap. And then the goals happened, and suddenly Netherlands opened up. And then in extra time, I think Netherlands went defensive again. Did anyone else see that as well? Netherlands were relentless in the last 20 minutes of normal time to get back from 2-0 to 2-2. And then in extra time, they went all defensive again. Football's such a funny game. It's all about mood and momentum, isn't it? And, you're 2-0 up, you sit back, yeah, Netherlands get back to 2-2. Extra time, you level again, Netherlands back off, and Argentina attack again. It's just weird. That's why this game could do with a goal, a Portugal goal. I think Neves makes Portugal worse, really slow at moving the ball and makes bad decisions. Hodgkiss, I think that's a great tactical observation. Ty says it's anti-football from Morocco. But I do think that's a great tactical observation from Hodgkiss, because you know what? I think you're right. I was looking at this team and thinking, why is it not playing as well as it did against Switzerland, who are also quite well organised? And correct me if I'm wrong, Neves didn't start against Switzerland. So they are a little bit slow. KP says, I agree, I was disappointed in the Netherlands backing off in extra time. They did. You know what? The right team won that game. People can dislike Argentina, but the right team won that game. In extra time, especially the last 10 minutes of extra time, they were really pushing to win it, and Netherlands just didn't. I think Van Gaal thought they were going to do it on penalties. I think he thought that they had it on penalties, but Argentina, Martinez, and you know what? I think every penalty shootout so far in this tournament has been crap. We've either had a really good team at it against a really crap team. Japan were terrible. Spain didn't even score a goal. Japan, I think, missed their first 2. And Netherlands missed their first 2. So we've not had a penalty shootout yet where teams have actually done well. So that's quite interesting. Penalty shootouts are exciting, but I think the penalty shootouts we've seen so far, there's always been a team that's bottled it early on. Martinez is so overrated by United fans, and you cannot change my mind. Deal with it, says Vivek. I will deal with it. You know how I'll deal with it? I don't really care. Because I like Martinez, and so does most United fans, and my life will not be ruined by you, Vivek, disliking Martinez. I'm certainly not going to go to bed tonight going, oh, I can't sleep because Vivek doesn't rate Martinez. What will I do? What will I do? You know, Morocco on the attack here, but no, I mean, that's up to you if you don't rate Martinez. Martinez, I played the game. Here we go. Ooh, over the bar from Morocco. Amala, cut back. Could have been a chance. No, I respect Vivek. He's got every right to talk out of his arse as much as he likes. But I think Martinez is a good player. That was a good chance. You're right, Eman. It was a good chance. Cut back was lovely. On the bounce. Over the ball. Should have got under the ball. No, should have got over the ball, not under the ball. How am I feeling? I'm good. The sneak's kicking in at the moment. So I'm like... It's like that first pint at the start of the night. I'm buzzing. I'm buzzing. Can't wait for England-France. And, yeah, looking forward to United against Betis as well. But, yeah, it's all towards that. It's all towards that. Morocco are looking better on the attack. I think it's because there's more space for them to attack into. But they could do the perfect game here. Shot straight at the keeper. Easy save for Costa. Desperately need a goal in this game. But, to be honest with you... I'd be stunned if we don't get another 0-0 at half-time. And, yeah, we could end up with another penalty shootout, let's be honest. What is a good penalty shootout, says Charles. And Croatia in World Cup semi-final after only beating Canada, says Mazum. It's amazing, isn't it? But you can do it. What's your score prediction for tonight? Does Mbappe rip apart Slabhead, says Shawnee? I don't know why people are attacking Maguire over Mbappe, because Maguire plays left centre-back and Mbappe plays left wing. So they're going to be on the opposite side. It's more Dembele that might get at Maguire. It's snowing, says Jamie. What's a good penalty shootout? Well, for a neutral... I mean, a good penalty shootout for me as an England fan would be France missing all 5 and we score out all 5. That's a good penalty shootout for me. But for a neutral, i.e. Netherlands, Argentina or Japan against Croatia, I quite like it if, you know, the first 2 are missed or the first 2 are scored by both teams. That's a good penalty shootout. But every penalty shootout we've had so far, one team's bottled it badly from the first kick. Like Japan missed their first 2. Spain missed all of them, and Netherlands missed their first 2. So we've not had a tense penalty shootout. We nearly did last night, but at the end of the day, I know Enzo Fernandez missed and made it exciting, but they had two lives really, didn't they? You know, they only needed 1 goal from 2 penalties. Aaron says France will win 3-0. I've just got a feeling. I respect it. I think France are a good side. If France beat England, I think they'll win the World Cup. But I've just got this feeling England are going to win. I really do. Morocco are playing really well, says Poz. They're well organised defensively. The interesting thing is, I said on Twitter a couple of hours ago that I could see a scenario where this was tight 0-0, and with 20 minutes to go, you bring on Ronaldo for crosses into the box. But Portugal are not even putting crosses in the box at the moment. I feel like we're spoiled with how attacking the Premier League is. So when it's a tactical game, everyone thinks it's boring, says Goat. Yeah, look, the Premier League is much quicker as well, isn't it? International football has always been more... You could say tactical, you could just say slower, but that's why I was disappointed with Brazil going out, because you've lost an attacking team there. Mark, do you think Anthony showboats too much, says Avesh? I'm not going to say anything bad about Anthony. I'm excited about Anthony at Manchester United, and he's only been with us for a few weeks, so let's see how he goes. A lot of people talking about Harry Maguire being the weak spot for England. I don't know. You know, they're not playing Benzema through the middle. They're playing Giroud through the middle. And Giroud's fantastic, but he's not particularly fast. I think Maguire is fine against the centre-back that's not quick. Sanjay says Portugal are being very wasteful on the ball at the moment. Yeah, please do subscribe to the channel, by the way. Bottom right-hand corner. We are doing England-Wales later. It's going to be massive. And I'm also doing Man United against Betis at 5 o'clock if you want to join me on the United. Stand for that! Oh, João Felix again. Cross came in. Little bit like the Morocco chance a few minutes ago. Much harder. It comes to him on the half volley and he just puts it over the top. You're never going to keep that ball down, are you? Never going to keep that ball down. England-France. I keep thinking it's Wales. I wish it bloody was. England-France. England against France. Voulez-vous? Voulez-vous? Aha. Aha. I'm not going to be singing any of that tonight. We're only 400 subscribers away from 860,000, by the way. So please do subscribe. Bottom right-hand corner. Qatar have done amazing. Love you, Mark, but disagree, says Shuab. Did I say anything about Qatar? Why am I the anti-Qatar person? Look, I don't like a Winter World Cup. That's my biggest issue with this World Cup. I've not started wearing armbands or anything like that. I've just said that the people who were saying they were going to wear an armband were stupid for not wearing it if it's so important. I'm not this bloody anti-Qatar World Cup thing. I just don't like a Winter World Cup. I don't like the amount of football that our players are having to play. I'm not going to go back on that. I also don't think this World Cup is anywhere near in the top 5 of my life. And I've probably seen... How many World Cups have I really seen? This is my 9th World Cup. And... that I remember, and this is not in the top 5. I'm sorry, and I don't think it will be. I can't see how it's going to be in my top 5. I loved the Argentina-Netherlands game yesterday. Nice ball into João Felix. The only way, in fact, I'll tell a lie, the only way that this World Cup can go into my best ever World Cup is if England win it. Let's be honest, that's the only way. And that would just be biased, but I'm here for that. But my biggest issue with this World Cup is the fact that it's in the winter. Oscar says you're a nostalgia merchant. 2014 is one of my favourite World Cups. That's 2 World Cups ago. You're a recency. I nearly said you're a recency and then that would have been completely inappropriate. I'm not even going to spell it out. You're a recency Pratt. You're Turbo Pratt. Yeah, Italia 90 was my favourite, Ange, but that is nostalgia. I would agree with that. The Italia 90 World Cup was a little bit boring, but it was getting home from primary school. First game was on the telly. Goal! Goal for Morocco! The keeper's made a right pig's ear of this. We've got a goal for Morocco. Oh my God. Put a cat amongst the pigeons, because there is a cat amongst the pigeons, and it's called Morocco. A funny name for a cat, but it is Morocco the cat, and he leapt like a cat. Above Costa. Oh, he's the replacement for De Gea, apparently. Goal, Morocco. Well, well, well. I'd say they deserve it. I'd say they deserve it, because you know what? Portugal have been shite. Boring, negative. I keep thinking that Portugal are playing in red because they're the more attacking side. And I tell you what, it's a lovely cross. Keeper's absolutely... What is that? How has the keeper been beaten in the air as well? Remember, a player has to go with their head. The goalkeeper's got his hands. You know, he should easily get there. Crap goalkeeping. Absolutely crap. You'd be fuming if that was Pickford tonight. Ronaldo can't believe it. Portugal are playing shit, and... that goalkeeping there is terrible. He's been out-leaped by a head. He's got his head on something. A goalkeeper's jumping forward with his hands. Terrible, terrible goalkeeping. Arsenal fans don't rate Martinez, but were going on and about him making comps when they thought they'd sign him. Sour grapes, says Shub. And the issue with Qatar is World Cup is treatment of workers, which was all known about before when they were bidding. Hopefully some changes happen, says SK. Well, I tell you what, we've got a big goal here. Big goal here for Morocco right on half-time. Well, they're going to defend now, aren't they? But I tell you what, Portugal haven't really done much. Is it Ronaldo time? There'll be a sly little smile on Ronaldo's face. Because this is the scenario he's probably looking for. Crap goalkeeping. Horrible goalkeeping, says the slide. Wrong side of striker, allowing him to get ahead on the cross. He's completely and utterly inexcusable. I mean, I did some goalkeeping training when I was about 17, all about angles and everything like that. But on the cross, you should come and hit. You're taught to go and catch it at its highest point to stop that happening. And God knows what he's thinking there. Because if somebody's getting up ahead of with their head when you're jumping to catch it like that, you've completely misjudged it. If you think about it, a goalkeeper can get at least that higher than someone with a head. Because your head, you're just as high as your head. With your hands, you've got another metre or so. Oh, Portugal have just hit the bar from across. It would have been a lucky goal. This is made for Sue now. Get your skirts on and get on the pitch, says Nick P. The thing is, I don't think it's perfect for Ronaldo at all unless they're going to go front two. I always thought Ronaldo would be good if Morocco were parking the bus and you're whipping crosses in the box, but they're not whipping crosses in the box. Morocco have played well in this game. Possession-wise, no, but the way that they've countered, they've looked way better. And I think Portugal are in trouble here. They just can't seem to get it going. Morocco are putting in a lot of effort. It's like they're on Sneak. Morocco, sponsored by Sneak at the moment, their energy levels are brilliant. 45 minutes. Barath says, I think it'll be Morocco versus Argentina in the final and Morocco will win. Don't forget to subscribe, by the way. Top right-hand corner. We're nearly at 860k. Subscribe in the bottom right-hand corner. Get involved. We are doing England-France tonight. Maybe today's going to be the day of the shocks. Morocco beating Portugal. England beating France. Imagine England-Morocco semi-final. Who would have thought that? Oh my God. What's going on here? Portugal players just done a bit of a dive. Bruno went for a shot cross, nearly went in. Maybe he meant it. I think Bruno meant that. Oh, I tell you what, I thought it was a cross. Maybe Bruno meant that. Penalty! No! He's not giving it! I can't believe it! I can't believe it! That's a penalty, surely! Penalty, surely! I mean, it is Bruno, but I can't believe he's not giving it. It looked like a stone wall. We won't get a replay. We won't get a replay. We never got the replay on the Dutch yesterday. That looked stone wall. That looked absolutely stone wall. And now Morocco are on the break with a 3v3. It's a lovely ball. It's 2-0. No, it's not. He's missed. Oh, God, this game now. I hope it's like this in the second half. Lovely ball. He's got to do better. Why have you gone near post, you prat? Shoot across the goalkeeper. Oh, he's mishit it. He's mishit it. Cracking 5 minutes, says Sherman. I didn't see it. Oh, no, I think he dives. I think he does dive. He does dive. It's a dive. Definite dive. Definite dive. You've got to be fair. Bruno wants it. Looked like a dive to me. They're not going to VAR. They're not going to VAR. The Netherlands game was manipulated yesterday, says NJS Gaming. Well, I tell you what, second half's going to be great because we've got another game here where teams are getting passionate, and this is what we... You know what? I absolutely loved Netherlands, Argentina. I did. I loved it. I thought it was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. You know, I loved the passion and the shithousery, and hopefully we're going to see it again. Bruno's not happy, but I think you dived, Bruno. I thought it was a penalty, but I think you might have dived. I think you might have dived. Anyway, look, half-time, 1-0 to Morocco. We've got a great second half coming up. Look at the stats there. Sponsored by OneFootball. Download it for free on any platform, or you can scan the QR code. 66% possession for Portugal, but 7 shots and 2 on target to Morocco. They've been better. They've been better. Yes, they're more defensive, but they've broke really well, and they had a big chance just then as well. They could have made it 2-0. Portugal too busy thinking about a penalty, and Morocco could have made it 2-0. So it's opening up for England, says Jack. It really is opening up for England. I'm telling you now. I'm telling you now. I played the game. I'm telling you now. It's almost the World Cup final tonight between England and France. I think if France beat us, they're winning the World Cup. So if we beat them, we've got to have that mentality. It's there, isn't it? Get Ronnie on and have a 45-minute crossing session, says Nelly. I mean, it's funny, isn't it? This World Cup is funny, you know, and maybe it's going to happen to France tonight. This is my theory. Brazil, I thought, would cruise to the final. They catch a bad game and they're out. Portugal, I thought they'd cruise through Morocco because of how they played against Switzerland. They look like a different team again. The teams that are doing well in this World Cup are the pragmatic, organised teams. The teams that are, you know, Croatia, Morocco, Argentina, they're quite pragmatic, all of them. And they're all doing really well. And the flair teams, they're all going out. I don't know whether that's good for football or bad for football, but, you know, I think France are a flair team. And I think pragmatic England might knock them out today. And then we'll end up with England, Morocco, Argentina and Croatia. And it might be a bore, but why wouldn't England win that? On paper, we've got the best squad left. So, look, I think England-France tonight at 7 o'clock does decide the tournament. And Portugal, of course, Jacob, are very pragmatic. I agree. But against Switzerland, I thought, oh, is this a different Portugal? And unfortunately, and I've been very critical of the Portugal manager. I've said he's the Portuguese Southgate. Maybe he is. Freddie says, I love the live streams, Mark. Legend. Thanks everyone who's tuning in, by the way. Please do subscribe to the channel. Bottom right-hand corner, we've got nearly 20,000 watching. And it's England-France at 7. And if you think this is good, I'm pumped up on Sneak. Sugar-free energy drinks, sponsoring the show. Get yours delivered to your door. Use the code SNEAKBRIDGE. Scan the QR code. Sugar-free, low-calorie energy drinks delivered to your door. You can get a starter pack where you get one of these and 9 different sachets to try out. Or you can go straight for your 40 servings tubs. 1 scoop, water up to there, shake it all about. You've got your energy drink for the day. And I'm on it because we've got 3 watch-alongs to do, finishing with England against Wales. I'm on the blue raspberry today, but that's the only thing blue. I nearly said the only thing blue going in my mouth. Yeah, that's true as well. But it's the only thing blue that's tasting good today because we're not going to get a French victory. Oh, no, 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 no. Big shout out to Sneak Energy, by the way. Links in the description, or you can go through that QR code when it comes round again. Some fantastic flavours. Blue raspberry, purple storm, cherry bomb. Oh, they also do fizzy drinks as well if you want to go for those. But I like the still ones. Scoop, shoot, away you go. We're not playing Wales. Why do I keep seeing England-Wales? I said it last night. I've said it twice today. Why do I keep saying England-Wales? It's locked in my head. Maybe that's a good thing. Maybe it just means we're going to batter France. Mark, do you think Croatia and Morocco are the bogeymen of the World Cup? Not known for quality, but they have something about them. Yeah, they're not great to watch, Connor. You know, we all. Some people love underdogs. I don't. I love good football, but that can be boring because the good football tends to be with the bigger nations, and obviously I respect what Croatia and Morocco are doing. I don't find their football great to watch, but it is exciting. What's the favoured art of football for you? Defending, attacking, dribbling, set pieces or passing? If you think of another, you could run a poll, says Skin. I like dribbling. I've always liked dribbling, yeah. I also like, and I don't know whether it's a category in itself, but I also like putting crosses into the box. Yeah, I like that sort of football, definitely. Yeah. Please do subscribe to the channel, bottom right-hand corner. Obviously, we're building up towards England-France as well, but I think this second half of this game is going to be fantastic. We're only 300 subscribers away from 860,000. Mark, you're the reason I wake up every morning, says Shoya. Okay, thanks for the super chats that are coming in. But before we talk about England-France for a moment, let me just go back to this game. Portugal have got a problem here. They've got a very, very big problem. England are not playing until 7 o'clock. But Portugal's problem here is France. No, it's not. Portugal's problem is Morocco. I'm just looking at crowd trouble here. They're trying to get people into their seats. Portugal have got a big problem. They've created nothing. Absolutely nothing. And, you know, this Ramos guy that, you know, stupid United and Arsenal fans have been saying, let's buy, let's buy, let's buy. You wouldn't buy him for a post-it note today. He looks completely out of the game. Looks bang average. So Portugal are just not providing enough service. Oh, God, I'm watching this goal again. Watch this goal again. Look at the keeper. How do you misjudge this so badly? I don't get it. He's just completely lost that ball. He looks terrible. Oh dear. Do you ever think sports betting controls the results? For instance, people have bet on Portugal to win by 2 or 3. Kiss the money goodbye already, says Tony L. And let's not moan about Winter World Cups. Football is for the world. Asian, African countries really love football too and deserve to host World Cups, says Angad. But people can moan about what they like. I'm glad you're happy, but you know, people can moan about what they like. I don't like a Winter World Cup. If you do like it, well, 1-1. Well done. Look, going back to that, we've got a game. It's in the Winter World Cup. Let's enjoy it. Portugal, they're not creating enough. Not creating enough chances in this game. I don't like the way they're set up. I think that João Felix off one side, Bruno off another. Where's the speed? Where is the speed? And Rafael Leao, if I was Portuguese, that'd be the player I'd be moaning. I tell you what, if this was England, they wouldn't be moaning. The fans wouldn't be moaning about Ronaldo. They'd be moaning about Rafael Leao, saying, "Why is he not playing? We've got no pace." And I think somebody, you know, Portugal lacks somebody who can get the ball and go direct. You know, get the ball and run at them, and that becomes quite predictable. And Portugal have become a little bit like Spain against Morocco, and Morocco at the moment, to me, look very comfortable. The only time Morocco have been in trouble is when Portugal have done something that's a bit lucky, like Bruno's shot, never really going to go in, but hits the bar. João Felix's shot deflects just over the bar. Is it a penalty? Isn't it a penalty? They're not creating big chances. Now, they're going to show this penalty back again. It's a nice ball into Bruno. Just looks like it looked like a penalty from that angle. That's not a penalty. Unless he catches him on the back of his ankle. Nah, there's nothing there. I don't know what Bruno's on about. I can't see anything on that penalty at all. I think the referee's got that right. It looks stone wall. You know, when you see it in real time, it looks stone wall. And I'm sort of surprised the referee didn't give it. But on replay, he got it right. Mark, I poured 3 tubs of Sneak Energy into my bubble bath and drank a whole bottle of Wash and Go. And now I'm very sick, says Mr. Vinegar. Okay, well, don't do that. Liao needs to come on, says Crypto. And he touched his arm, says Crackerjack. Yeah, it's not enough to go down, though, is it? I think if he the way he's gone down there, I thought he tripped him. He doesn't trip him. It's not a penalty. Not a penalty for me. Anyway, time for a stretch. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. We're nearly at 860k. Just rubbing my glutes. But goalkeeper will be in his own head now. Another mistake incoming, says Adrian Steele. Yeah, it's all about confidence and concentration in goal, isn't it? Hey, Mark, Argentina's playing style was very ugly yesterday. In my opinion, they can only win another 2 games in this tournament. That'll be enough, Zane. That'll be enough. But Portugal, second half, have got to come out on the front foot. Otherwise, they're going out of this tournament with a whimper. I fancy them to score. It'll probably be 1-1 in extra time. But Morocco had a big chance at 1-0 on the break. And if they get it again, you know what? You just get the feel of the game. And the mentality of Morocco seems to be much better than Portugal at the moment. Now, is that the Ronaldo impact? Is that the Ronaldo effect? Is it actually doing them any good, having Ronaldo on the bench? And, you know, this has happened many times, you know, your big players on the bench, and it becomes a distraction. It becomes a distraction to everybody. The team morale, although they say the morale's good, I think that might be a problem because they just do not look very fluid today. Santas must have not watched Morocco-Spain, says Kenneth. They need to put some crosses into the box. Are you going to wear the dress tonight, Mark? Says Nabil. I don't know where it is. Oh, it's here. Do 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 do. I just realised my first one went in the wrong place. I didn't mean to like pretend. I didn't want to be provocative. I was just going. I'm not wearing it now, but it is there. It's there. If we're losing 4-0, I might put it on. I'm excited about the game tonight. You know what? I wouldn't swap England winning the World Cup for. I wouldn't swap Man United winning the Premier League for an England World Cup. If someone said to me right now, do you want a World Cup or a Premier League for Man United? I'd say Premier League for Man United. But I'd like to see England win a World Cup. I mean, for me, if Man United win if England win the World Cup, completed it, mates. I've seen Man United win the Premier League. I've seen them win the FA Cup, the Carabao Cup, the Champions League, the UEFA Cup. England country wins the World Cup, and I've completed it. I mean, fuck the Euros. I won't shit on the Euros if we win the World Cup. Piers Morgan is salivating at the possibility of interviewing Ronaldo after Portugal get eliminated, says the HPN. And I really miss the Dallas dance, says Jared. Yeah, they've gone out now. He'll be back. I'm going to do Football Manager over Christmas a bit. I think Football Manager is a great game to play over Christmas. Yes. Cancelo and Ronaldo on. I don't know that Ronaldo makes a massive difference to this game unless they go with the front two. The problem with Portugal is probably what that guy said in the first half. Ruben Neves, something's not the same from the game against Switzerland. They're not moving the ball anywhere near as quick. I'd get Leao on. I'd put Bruno into the midfield and get Leao on the left and put João Felix on the right. But, yeah, Leao is the key, says the Gaming Aventer. More African nations should be at the World Cup. Thoughts? Yes, I think the African nations is the most competitive qualifying group, and I would like to see that. Please do subscribe to the channel. We're only 200 away from that. David De Gea is in goal for Manchester United. That's the only change from the starting lineup from the Cadiz game against Betis, which kicks off in just under an hour, which I'll hopefully be doing, but it depends what happens in this one. But we're going to be on that United stand for that. What was I going to do? Oh, yeah, I know. So will there be any substitutions at half-time? That's what we're looking to see. Surely Europe is tougher. Witness the teams left now, says Colin Bird. Oh, I was going to say that. Did you see Manuel Neuer? His season is over at Christmas because he's broke his leg skiing. And I said, what prat of a football club lets their footballers go skiing in the middle of the season? And then somebody got loads of likes for replying like, because they like to let people have a life. And I'm like, oh yeah. Yeah, you know what? If I was in charge of a hospital and my top surgeon was, had loads of life-saving heart operations to perform next week, and he says, I'm going away for the weekend, rock climbing, I'd say you're fucking not. And if a player in my team said they're going skiing, I'd say you're bloody not. I mean, it's one of the worst things you could do as a footballer. I can't believe it. I don't know who's allowed that, but I think it's stupid. I really do. But, there we go. Getting a bit soft here, but it would be really special if England won a World Cup. So many upsets over the years. Could this be the year? I'm hyped, says SK. Well, we're about to start off this second half here, and if it's going to be Portugal's year, they've got to do something big in this next 45 minutes. I was trying to think something with your hands. Anyway, let me just get the timer set. And we're off. There we go. Mark, would you have as the favourite if it was Croatia versus Morocco final? During the group stage, Morocco should have won, but Croatia has history, says Billy Jones. Morocco, Croatia. I think we're a long way off from that at the moment, but it's not the final we thought it would be, is it? There is some more gold cooking with Goldbridge coming, Ben. Might be in the new year now, but it's definitely coming. Doesn't it look like written in the stars for Messi, says Aidan, and Oliver Kahn probably suggested it, says Tumbleweed. Well, there's no changes for Portugal, as far as I can see. Same lineup. They need to move the ball quicker, Portugal. You can't keep doing this, passing it around the back, side to side. No changes, says Peter. Thank you very much, Peter. Thank you very much. So nice ball out wide to Delo. Might try and whip that first time. Corner. If you're going to start putting crosses into the box, get Viva on. That's what I would say. Chris Lord says, who do we have to win tonight? England, of course. England will deliver. Don't forget to check out Sneak. I'm going to check it out right now. I need some more energy in this second half. Some of the dives that Portugal are putting in the box. Pepe there. This ref's not going to fall for it. There is a grab on the shirt, but Pepe reacts afterwards. Oh, that's a foul. I think Morocco would be wise to throw a few fouls in, really. Portugal look a little bit rattled at the moment. I don't want to be Michael Owen, but this game's going to go one of two ways. And what I mean by that is, in the actual game, either Portugal are going to get an equaliser and or Morocco are going to score again and it's going to be game over. This goes 2-0, I think it's over. I don't see Morocco... lovely play by Hakimi. I don't see Morocco conceding 2 goals if they're 2-0 up. Savage says, Santos did this to himself. I think... Ronaldo's warming up. I think that, unfortunately, and Portuguese fans sometimes get a bit hurt by this, you're a bit like England. I think you'd be a much better team if you had a better manager. Because you've got so many good players, but he's too pragmatic for me. Massive night for the boys tonight. The whole country is going to be right behind them. LA Blue, come on France, says Ross. I really didn't think it was going to go that way, but thanks for the super chat. Ziyech with a chance to whip a cross in here. I'd put it right on the keeper. Right on the keeper. Test him out. Here he goes. Ziyech, left-footed, curling it towards the goal. And it... Oh, I tell you, it nearly worked. It nearly worked. Perfect free kick. And it hits the goal. I mean, it's perfect. This free kick is absolutely perfect. And I tell you what, the keeper's probably done quite well there because it's curling towards the goal. That could have been 2-0. Close, says Fennick. Yeah. At the moment, Morocco are heading to a semi-final against England or France. If England win tonight. You know what? Even though Morocco have beaten Spain and they're beating Portugal, what English person isn't like me going, oh, we're definitely getting to the final if it's Morocco? I would. And that's the naivety of it, isn't it? I definitely think we'd beat Morocco in the semi-final quite comfortably. When England lose, do you think Morocco can pull an upset against France? No. Bruh, I think if France beat England, then they'll win the World Cup. because they are the best team left in the tournament, and they've played some brilliant football as well. France, I've been really impressed with them. The reason I think England are going to beat France is I think we're going to win the midfield battle. I think Bellingham, Rice, and Henderson are better than Tchouaméni, Rabiot, and Griezmann. Ronaldo's coming on, Cancelo's coming on. Ronaldo will be loving this. He'll be loving this. Guerrero's coming off. Neves is coming off. So Cancelo goes to left back. Ronaldo's the captain. Going 2 up front, aren't they? It's doing what I said, I think. Well, the thing is, this is why you need to be patient in football. Learn a lesson here. Ronaldo doesn't start in the last game and they win, you know, his replacement scores a hat-trick and everyone's writing him off. And then the very next game, they're 1-0 down against Morocco. They're in big trouble. And then suddenly he's back on with 40 minutes to go. Football can change very, very quickly. And with them, and of course, with something to prove. Viva Ronaldo! Can he do it? Can he do it? The trouble with, you know, you've got to treat every game as it comes, but I think the problem that Portugal have got for me is I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know what they're going to do. If they get to the semi-final. Because they haven't looked that good, have they? Just did a search on the price of the current England home and away shirt. £7 to £80 for the replicas. How are they justifying that price? It's crazy, says Skin. Well, that's about what it costs for Manchester United, isn't it? World Cup best 11 so far. I quite like that. Here we go. What if this is the Leicester version of the World Cup, says Shub. I don't think we've never had a World Cup like that. I can't think of a World Cup where we've had an underdog win it. I mean, might be some people out there who have an example of it, but in my life, Germany, Brazil, France, Brazil, Italy, Spain, Germany, France. Never. Greece was the Euros. Denmark did it in the Euros as well, but never. I've never seen an underdog World Cup win it. Mark, how weird would it be if Croatia and France were to play the final again? Says Eaton. Wow, there's a very big chance of that happening. I think Argentina-Croatia will be very similar to Argentina-Netherlands. I think it'll be quite tight. Here we go. Delo, he's got to get this cross right. Oh, gets it wrong. Do you still see Ronaldo as a legend, says Shaheen? Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Still plenty of time for Portugal here. Oh, Pepe gives the ball away. They've got to be careful. They've got to be careful. Morocco will have a little dally. And they're on the break. And he's going to hit. Oh, my God. Blame the ball, mate. Blame the ball. So how many shots have we put? I mean, I tell you what. At the end of this World Cup, Someone will do a compilation of all the bad shots in this World Cup, and I tell you what, it might just be coincidence, but there's been some shockers, absolute shockers. Helium ball, exactly. Looks like a Moroccan player is going to come off here. Please do subscribe to the channel. We're only 100 away from 860k. Bottom right hand corner to subscribe. Remember, we're doing England-France at 7 o'clock. It's going to be huge. It's going to be huge. Cliffy says it's got to be the ball. Well, if you've been watching our watch-alongs throughout this World Cup, I got ridiculed at the start, but I don't miss on these sort of things because I do my research, and that ball's shit. I'll say it to anyone. That ball's crap. There's a huge problem with that ball. Look at the penalty shootouts as well. Hardly anybody. Remember Harry Maguire's penalty against Italy in the Euros where he just blasted it? Guarantee if Harry Maguire got a penalty in this World Cup, he wouldn't hit it like that because it'd hit the moon. You can't hit the ball like that. It'll fucking fly up. I was speaking to a player who's played in the World Cup last week, and they said to me that the ball is really hard to control if you hit it in a certain way. If you try and hit it low, it's fine. If you try and put it in the top corners or anything like that, it's so unpredictable. And that's why so many shots are going like this. I'd take Morocco's goalkeeper for us, says Tumbleweed. He's a good goalkeeper, Bono. Bono plays for Sevilla. Bono. England are the underdogs, Donovan, and I'm happy for us to be that, but I don't think there's much in it. Says has gone off for Morocco. Big player for them. He was actually injured in the Spain game. Obviously, he's played on with the injury, but it's got too much for him. Now, will that make a big difference to Morocco? It should do, because they haven't got amazing depth, and he's one of their better players. It's a lovely cross. Oh, who's missed that? Ramos. Big chance. Got to do better there. Ronaldo gasps on sidelines. House fitness since United, says Adastra. And what's crazy is that Morocco barely made the World Cup due to Africa's tough qualifications, says Billy J. Oh, yeah. The African nations qualification is ridiculously hard. Croatia and France is possible. Argentina and Germany did it in 86 and 90, says Shonga. Yes, they did. Tell you what, I wouldn't be able to tell you what the semi-finals were because I was too young in 86. I mean, obviously Germany and Argentina were in it, but I don't know who played in the semi-finals in 86. Lovely ball into João Felix. He will get there. He's very wide. Needs some help. They've got to start whipping these crosses in. Ronaldo, don't shoot. Oh, he's fucked that up. Argentina-Belgium was 1. Mark, would you take Lamptey in January, says Dan. I do like him, but he's fell off a little bit. Now, Argentina-England was the quarter-final, Craw, in 86. Apparently it was France-Germany in the other one. So Argentina-Belgium and Germany-France were the semi-finals in 86. 90, it was Italy-Argentina and England-Germany, and everybody didn't get the final they wanted. England-Italy was the final that everyone wanted because obviously Italy were the hosts and England were the team that captured everyone's imagination. But Germany were the best team in that tournament. They were very good. Hi Mark, who's your current front runners for the Golden Boot, Golden Ball and Young Player in the World Cup, says Ricciardo. Well, I think Messi at the moment. Messi was my tip before the tournament to win the Golden Boot, and if Mbappe gets knocked out tonight, there's a very real chance of that. If France win, Mbappe will win the Golden Boot because they'll win the whole thing. Half an hour to go here. And it's going to be defence against attack. I think now is where Ronaldo can become important, but they've got to start putting some good crosses into the box. Like Delo. It's got to go Delo there, Pepe. Pepe! Delo's the ball, you dopey twat. Get it to Delo. Now, here we go. No, he's lost it. It's got to be a... Oh, fucking hell. Who... Why did Pepe not pass the ball to Delo in the first instance? He had so much room. Kit Match says, why are Morocco playing defensive? Because they're 1-0 up, mate, and they've done this how they knocked Spain out. 100 subs away from 860k. Please subscribe. Bottom right hand corner. Don't forget we're doing England-France on here. We'll be live from 6:30. I'm going to have to shoot off for Man United's game against Betis at 5 o'clock. Obviously, I'll keep watching this, but... Crosses. Goodbye, Bruno. Oh, fuck off, Ramos. It wasn't Ramos. It was Ramos. What's for dinner, Justin? I've had my dinner. I had pie and chips at lunch. Get it out of the way. Got me Sneak. Sneak energy drinks. Keep it. Got to pump it up. Get the energy going. Bring on Liao, says Huzan. Yes, yes, I would do that. I've got to get him on. Well, it's going to be defence against attack, and you would expect more chances to come to Portugal. I think Portugal, what I would say is, this ain't Spain. I think Portugal in Ramos and Ronaldo, and even Andre Silva, if they want to put him on, they've got players who are, you know, more suited to putting crosses into the box, and they're playing with the front two as well. Bruno hits it first time, for God's sake. Ah, he's hit it over the bar. I mean, I don't know how you put this over the bar from here. I mean, the height you can get on this ball. Just over the bar. For Ricky and Seb and Mark, of course, is Colin. Thanks very much for your super chat. I'm drinking Sneak, Arthur. You can get yours through the link in the description. Sugar-free energy drinks delivered to your door. Please use the code SneakBridge. Is that link actually working? Has anyone actually tried the link in the video description? Yes. Morocco making a couple of subs here. Oh, just seeing that goal again, how bad I mean, that is a... I mean, it's a goalkeeping error of the biggest order. Massive, massive error. They're going super defensive now. Why don't players come and publicly criticise the ball like they did with the Jubilani in 2010? This is why FKFRM6. It's probably not allowed. They're not allowed to criticise anything in this World Cup, are they? You're banned. got to give it to Morocco. They've been very good defensively, says SK. It's been the World Cup of defence, hasn't it, in the knockout stage, SK? Let's be honest. It's, you know, I hope England, France is a little bit more attacking, but you just wonder whether Southgate might have changed his mind over the last couple of days and gone, you know what, defensive teams are doing really well. Be just like Southgate to go attacking now, wouldn't it? But yeah, the teams that are doing well in this World Cup are defensive teams. Croatia, Argentina are quite defensive. Netherlands were quite defensive. Morocco are defensive. I mean, even Portugal are normally quite defensive. So, I mean, it'd be 0-0 if it wasn't for a goalkeeping error, wouldn't it? Mark, is it true that Roy Keane has left Qatar, says BG? I don't know. No idea. Oliver, I'm drinking Sneak, and they're sponsoring the show. If you want to get yours, you please use the code SneakBridge. Sugar-free energy drinks delivered to your door. Get a starter pack where you get 9 different sachets. I can give you some recommendations on flavours if you want. The goat isn't Messi, it's Lord Heskey, says Peter. What's my favourite flavour of Sneak, Michael? Cherry Bomb. But I do like Purple Storm, Blue Raspberry, Origins, some nice ones. There's a bubble. I was just saying there. I just clicked the link. There's a bubblegum one which I've never had. Electric Mango's nice. Still no Liao. I mean, the crazy thing about Liao for me is that he's come on and scored 2 goals, hasn't he? Like, as I say, if this was England, Liao would be starting because there'd be an absolute media campaign to put him in the team. He's come off the bench in 2 games and took 2 goals really, really well. It's mad. Varun says crowd support is Morocco's secret, loudest fans. Bruno's cross. Easy save for Bono. Blade makes a good point. If Morocco win this, I presume this would be the first African semi-finalist as well in a World Cup. Foden off the left again, or Foden as Cam with Rice and Bellingham and Rashford on the left for extra pace is YK. Well, it will be Foden off the left, but I always would have played. He's coming on. Leao's coming on and Bettina's coming on. Ramos comes off. And I don't know who else is coming off with Bettina. Probably be João Felix, I suppose. Yeah, João Felix is coming off. No, he's not. I didn't see who came off. Mark, are we witness history? If Portugal lose, this is Ronaldo's last international match as Anglo-Saxon. I wouldn't be surprised if Ronaldo went to the Euros. It probably should be. Octavio came off. Thank you very much, King Chris. So Bettina's on and Liao is finally on. João Felix will go more central. It depends where Ronaldo goes next. I mean, I don't think anybody... I think the big plan of Ronaldo is to put himself in the shop window on a good World Cup. He's not quite had that yet, has he? BG says, will Southgate stay on after the World Cup? I think if they win the World Cup, he will. There's going to be a yellow card here. Morocco's going to win, says Gaming Beast. Amaral doesn't like Morocco. I think if Southgate wins the World Cup, I would say keep him on, you know. The reason I want him to go is because I think he's underachieved. If he overachieves, then I wouldn't say get rid of him. Oh, that was a brilliant free kick, and how they've messed that up, I don't know. It was rolled across to Bernardo Silva, and he's just not ready to basically smack it in. He's got it wrong. Give me some sneak. I've got to pump it up. I'm getting a bit tired. $20 to go. Delow's cross over here. Timing of the cross wasn't good enough by Bruno, a lot of people are saying. Aidan says you're already third of the way there and you're tired. Yeah, but I'll pump it up when I'm watching United and England. But Portugal, Morocco, it's a bit hard. It's a bit... Like I say, it's not that entertaining. England, France, I'll be bloody attentive for that one. God. Oh, God. You won't be able to keep me still. I'll get on the booze then as well. Delow. Too much hesitation there. That Liao just came on, skipped past them all, should started, says SK. Derek says City players don't play as well for their country as they do for their club. Is there anything in that? Corner to Portugal. Bruno's on it. Oh, Bernardo Silva's a world-class player. But yeah, I don't think he plays particularly well for Portugal. Another corner. I think at the moment Morocco are pretty comfortable. Mark, did you enjoy Mike Bassett film? Good laugh. I've never watched it, BG. I was thinking about that the other day. I've never watched that Mike Bassett England manager. Another corner. Referee's just giving a warning to one of their defenders. Bruno's on the corner. Doesn't look too bad. Ooh, keeper gets his arm on it. Another corner. 4 corners in a row. This is meat and potatoes for Morocco at the moment. This is what they were doing against Spain, and they were doing it very well. Bruno, that's got a lot of height on it. There's another dive in there from Pepe. If I was Pepe, I'd stay on my feet, because you know that this referee is not going to fall for it. Morocco could do with a bit of an outball here, and I think they might have found it. Look at this. Lovely, lovely. If he gets it right. And again, just nod it on. Oh, Morocco on the break there. 4 corners like the name of me gym, says Clem. They nearly did it on the break there. 15 minutes to save it. I think Portugal will do it. I don't think this is a 90-minute game. Totally random, but I still think about your Peter Rabbit rant on going for Goldbridge, says Edward. And do you watch Yellowstone, says Tumbleweed? Yes, I do. and 1883, and I'll watch the one with Harrison Ford when it comes out next week as well. I don't know what I think about that Tulsa King. It's written by the same person, but it just seems a bit comedic to me. $15 to go. Nice ball out wide to Delow. I'm getting 50-50 with this. I think Portugal will score, but Morocco could get one on the break. It's a funny old game, football, isn't it? This is the World Cup of pragmatism. It's the World Cup of shocks, and it's the World Cup of defence. It started for me with Japan and Saudi Arabia. I think against Saudi Arabia, Saudi Arabia when they beat Argentina, we saw a team that can be well set up and beat a team that's not, the favourite. Delow's got to whip this in first time. Another corner. It's not gone for a corner. I don't know why Delow stopped there. Has Delow done his hamstring, says Louis. Fuck, that's bad. "13 minutes to go." That is... well, I'm just waiting to see what's happened with Delow here, because from a Man United point of view, this is terrible. We haven't got a backup right back. There's a Moroccan player down it's going off on a stretcher. Well, they won't. Morocco won't have any bloody players left in the semi-final. They've already lost one player, haven't they? Although he's stood up now. 12 minutes to go here. The leaked French team is Lloris, Koundé, Varane, Upamecano, Hernandez, Rabiot, Tchouaméni, Griezmann, Dembele, Giroud, Mbappe. I mean, it's basically their... I think we could have predicted that because it's pretty much the team that they've been picking. Yeah, Delow has gone off. I might have dropped off a bit there. It will do that. Sorry, I said I was late at the start of the game. It might drop off a few times today, but just refresh it and give it a few seconds. It'll come back. Portugal so defensive that it's mad, says SK. Not like Morocco, want to play them high up. I'd push more of the midfield up, says SK. This don't look good for Portugal for me. This ain't looking good. Please do subscribe to the channel, by the way. Bottom right hand corner. We're nearly at 860k. Only 40 subscribers away. England versus France. I'm doing this from 7 o'clock. I will warn you, if this goes to extra time, I will keep watching it, but I've got to do Man United Real Betis at 5 o'clock on United Stand. So you're welcome to come over and watch it, even if you're not a United fan, because I will have Morocco, Portugal on at the same time. Mark, you can sush me if Portugal scores, says Barry. I'll probably go. I will head over there when there's a good opportunity to do it. It'll take me about a minute to go from one stream to another. But I will keep watching Portugal, Morocco. Probably more than the friendly, but I've got to do that friendly. Sad for Ronaldo, says Stuck. Anyone else getting a headache from the whistles, says Keith. Not me, because I don't listen. Sneak, thanks for sponsoring the stream. Sneak Energy, by the way. Sneak Energy drinks. Get them delivered to your door. Sugar-free, low-calorie energy drinks delivered to your door. Please use the code SneakBridge. You can get starter pack where you get, what do you get? You get one of these and 9 different sachets in a starter pack. Get 9 different flavours to try, and then when you know you want, you can go straight for your 40 servings tubs. That's the best way to do it, because then you can get to try lots of different flavours. Sugar-free energy drinks, Cherry Bomb, Blue Raspberry, Purple Storm, Tropi Killer. There's some lovely flavours, and they do fizzy drinks as well. Portugal could do with some sneak here. Right, mistake. Cross comes in. Ronaldo needs it laying off. Oh, I thought that was going in. Oh, I thought that was going in. João Felix. It's brilliant goalkeeping. It's brilliant goalkeeping. It's laid off by Ronaldo to João Felix. He's wrapped his foot around it almost to perfection. It's not actually. The keeper's quite close to it. I just think the way he hit it, we thought it was a better save than it was. It was a good save, but it wasn't quite going in the top corner. Corner to Portugal. Keeper punches away. Mark, on Monday I have an interview for a USA visa to visit my family in the States. Cross your fingers for me and wish you good luck, says Joe. Good luck with that, Joe. And Mark, if Morocco get through and we go through, no way do we beat their defence, says Stephen the Hazard. I think we will. I love Ronaldo, but he's not better, says Noah. Okay. Still 8 minutes to go here. It's a foul on João Felix. Don't let Ronaldo shoot with this ball from there. It's not worth shooting from that distance out with this ball. You've got no chance. No, he's not going to take it. They're going to cross it with Bruno. You've got to cross it. And that to me just shows you the problem with this ball, because I think in different times you might try and shoot from here and dip it up on the goalkeeper, but no one wants to do it. Bruno with the cross. Oh, he's got it completely wrong. They went for something clever. And it's a foul to Morocco. Still 7 minutes to go. I think they tried to do what the Netherlands did random, but it didn't work. Rest in peace, Grant Wall, says CJ. Yes, we were talking about that tragedy earlier on. Horrible news. Quite morbid as well, the fact that he was actually tweeting about the goals in the Netherlands-Argentina game, and then he collapsed shortly after and died. They've got to get up the other end of the pitch here, Portugal. 5 minutes to go. They've got to get that ball moving up. What an incentive for England or France, though. I mean, all due respect to Morocco, but they would be they were underdogs against Spain. They were underdogs against Portugal. You know, they'll get respected and they deserve it, but Liao, cross not good enough. I'll tell you what, I've got... Delo looks injured, says Jesse. Yes, that's terrible for England, that is. Terrible. Don't forget that our stats carousel is sponsored by OneFootball, by the way. You can download that for free through the link in the description. Get all your latest breaking football news and stats, transfer news as well, in one place. Available on any platform. You can just download it for free through the link in the description. I haven't seen what the stats are like, actually, for the second half. Let's have a look. There we go. 72% possession. But they've only had 2 shots on target. You know, 28% possession for Morocco. They've had 2 shots on target. 72% possession for Portugal. They've had 2 shots on target. It's not enough. Well, Portugal are going mad for a penalty here. Well, if it hits his hand, you've got to give a penalty. But I don't think it does. I think it was more of a cry for help. Carito says it's a hand. I don't think they appealed it enough. Another free kick for Morocco. Yellow card for Vitina. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Bottom right hand corner to subscribe. Got some big games coming up. England against France. You might have heard of that. I am going to go over in a minute to do Man United against Betis in between as well. But we just want to see if this is going to extra time first. If it does, I'll have extra time on in the United game as well. This is like the United-Arsenal game this season where Arsenal dominated and United as usual part the bus, says Zane. All right, Zane, chill out. It's nothing to do with that. Nothing to do with that. What are you talking about? The VR room is from Argentina. Coincidence, says Mercury. Well, we never got to see the handball again, did we? Oh, it's not looking good for Portugal. How long do you think he's going to add on? How long do you think he's going to add on here? Carl says this is not bad for Man United if Bruno comes out. Yeah, but Deleu's injured, mate. What's next for Ronaldo, Mark, says Raymond. I think he'll add on 7 minutes. A lot of people saying 5. I mean, Epic Josh says 4. You're having a laugh in this World Cup. Some people have said 10. That would be a disgrace, Wolf Gaming, but you never know. Morocco can win the next 2 games like the others. They would be the first team to not be scored on by another team in the World Cup. I forgot about that, Billy. They've not conceded, have they? Billy Jones, thank you. I don't think they've conceded anyway. Didn't concede against Spain, did they? We're about to find out how long it's going to be added on. It's not looking good, bruv. It's not looking good, bruv. Well, if you'd have said to me yesterday that Casemiro, Fred, Anthony, Bruno, Deleu, Malacia would all be back before the semi-finals, I mean, God, we could have Rashford, Shaw and Maguire back as well. And he's not giving the foul on João Felix, which was blatant. And Morocco are in. He's got to be offside. Let the other guy take it. You're offside, mate. You should have left it to the number 8. Oh, it's going to go for a goal kick. 8 minutes. 8 minutes added on. Ronaldo's got to hit it. First time, and he took it quite well, to be fair. He took it quite well. It was a very, very hard place to score from for Ronaldo, but the timing of the run was good. Another metre the other way, and he's probably put it in the bottom corner, but it's a very hard... I mean, to be honest, the keeper's in such a good position. It's a hard place to score from there for anybody. 7 minutes. Yellow card for Portugal, for Morocco. I have still been very confused by this game. I mean, I know it's Morocco's colours, but it's confused me the whole game, the fact that Morocco are playing in red and green. Netherlands game should have been 20 minutes then, says if this is 8, says NJS Gaming. As soon as this is over, I'm going over to United Stand to do United versus Betis, and then back on here for England-France. Bruno refuses the cross. Probably should have put the cross in. Goes wider. Now it's going to be Bruno. Is he going to keep that on? No, he's not. Too much of a bad pass there. Defence is king in this World Cup. You know, I've just tweeted it there. Maybe, you know, defence is king in this World Cup. Maybe Southgate should go to a back five. You know, we moan about defensive football, but I think in this tournament... Oh, there's a red card. Red card. Third red card of the tournament. Second yellow card for Chidida. He's gone. Second yellow. He's a bit unlucky. He's a bit unlucky there. Well, Portugal now, if they can equalise, you'd fancy them in extra time. It's a big if. They've not really had a big chance, though, have they? That's the thing. They've not really had... It's not been chance after chance after chance for Portugal. And that's the problem. Oh, tell you, that's going to be a corner, is it? Is he going to keep it in? Goes for the corner. It was a bit of a harsh red. Bit of a harsh red, but second yellow, but, you know, it is what it is. The rules are the rules. Portugal, though, can't create anything. They're whipping these crosses in. What a shock, says HSM. It's a big 4 minutes now. We've only got 4 minutes left. And then I'm going to go straight over to United Stand no matter what. We'll just watch extra time on there if it's going to be it, but it might not be. Morocco into the semi-final, which would mean we've got one European team, one African team, and one South American team in the semi-final, which is good for the World Cup. It's good for the World Cup to have, you know, 3 different continents in the semi-final. Many would have predicted it would have been 4 Europeans after Brazil got knocked out yesterday. Well, I remember this time last week, a lot of people were saying on the chat, look out for Morocco against Spain. And I just didn't see it. Couldn't see it. And ever since then, I've gone, well, you know what? I don't think anything's impossible. We've seen Croatia knock Brazil out. And now we're going to see Morocco knock Portugal out unless something amazing happens in the last 3 minutes here. Surely not again. I mean, we saw it with the Netherlands. How can you play 95 minutes and not score and then score with the last couple of minutes? I can't see it happening again. Surely it won't happen again. But it could happen again. But it could be Morocco who score. What a first touch. This'll do it. Ah, 1-on-1, and he's tried to chip him. Go round him. Blast it hard at his feet, but don't try and chip him like that. Danny Welbeck against Bayern Munich vibes. What a chance. He should have scored. He's 1-on-1. He's overthought it. And Morocco are still coming here. And it's a foot race. And there's still 2 minutes left. You wouldn't want to be that keeper, would you? You wouldn't want to be that Portugal keeper if you go out. I mean, this game had 0-0 written all over it. And the big thing has been the goalkeeping error, hasn't it? That goalkeeping error has been the difference here. Bruno, cross comes in. Not a bad one. They'll get rid of it, though. To be fair, Morocco should be through. Morocco should be through already. Cross comes in. Liao. Oh, cross came in again. I think it's over. Pepe. Cross comes in here. And Pepe, oh, God. He should have scored. That's a sitter. On the back post. And he's headed it away from the goal. He knows he's on the back post. Why are you flicking it that way, you twat? You've got to go forward. Why, when you're on the back post, would you flick it? Think flicking it that way is going to be a goal? 45 seconds. There's English fans around the world thinking we've got a bye to the final if we beat France. I might be one of those English fans, but I would never be that disrespectful in public. But if we beat France tonight, we'll never have a better chance of winning a World Cup. Has he blown? No. 10 seconds to go. That's it. That's going to be it. Portugal are going out. Wow. That is amazing. Wow. Absolutely wow. Can't believe it. Ronaldo must just feel like the world's caving in. But Morocco are in the World Cup semi-final and Portugal are out. Ronaldo's devastated. And it's over. It's over. This is brilliant. United players exiting as well, says Charlie Max. There is that. Bruno as well. Yeah, but you know what? How many of them are going to come back with a World Cup hangover as well? You know. But you know, it would be nice. It would have been nice to have. We'll definitely get we'll get a United World Cup winner anyway, won't we? Unless Morocco or Croatia win it. But yeah, it's over. Anyway, I've got to go over. I'm going over to United stand. We can keep talking about it then. But United are about to kick off, so I'm just going to go over there now, and I'll see you over there in a minute. And then we're back over here on That's Football afterwards. But I'm going over now. I'll see you over there.